welcome back to Boozerevooze in Black and White. I am Bane, and this is D'Amico. We're back here with another beer. We're bringing a chocolate ale to the table today. This one's from Atwater Brewing, or Brewery, out of Detroit, Michigan.
Motor City, baby.
5.5% alcohol by volume. Chocolate ale, big on chocolate, I don't know, very nice looking beer. We've done some Atwater stuff before, and if you haven't seen the Grand Circus IPA video, please go and check that one out.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. But we're basically walking into this beer with low expectations. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's dive into this.
The reason I didn't have high expectations because, you know, I've only had one other beer from Atwater, and it was an IPA. It wasn't pleasant for me, to say the least. I was not a fan of it at all, and I might have ripped it a little too much, but I just didn't. Yeah.
Hey, you weren't even delicate about it.
No, I wasn't.
I tell you what, the nose on this thing is banging with chocolate. Just very, very much like a milk chocolate nose. It almost smells super creamy. A little bit of the cocoa pebble milk action going on in there as well.
So when you say creamy, you mean like vanilla creamy?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, just very delicious, sweet. What do you get?
It smells, massive chocolate. And I just noticed that it's a dark chocolate ale, malt beverage brewed with chocolate. It smells, you got the sweet maltiness, but you also, you smell the massive amounts of chocolate. But it scares me just a hair because it says dark chocolate ale. I don't know if they're saying dark chocolate or dark color chocolate ale. Because it smells like Tootsie Rolls to me.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah. All day long.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that.
If you get a bag, a bag of the Tootsie Roll midgets, not the big long rope, but the midgets, you open it up and stick your face in. That's exactly what you smell in this one.
Tootsie Roll midgets?
Yeah, the little Tootsie Rolls. They're called midgets.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day. And
I'm not being derogatory against little people. The little... Yeah, the candies are called midgets. Okay. That's what Tootsie Roll people call them. So that's all I didn't even think of that until you just. I am sorry if I offended you.
We're gonna edit this out, but
don't edit it out. They need to hear my apology. But yeah, I do get a lot of vanilla, a little bit of like almost burnt sugar, burnt caramel. Almost, and I mean almost, a hint of really cold coffee. Just a hint. That chocolate takes you there to almost that cold mocha, chocolatey caramel, cocoa, coffee, and then it stops.
I can see like an iced latte or something.
Iced latte, there you go. I don't know all the coffee lingo that, rich people drink.
What? Come on, dude.
I'll have a caramel macchiato.
What?
What the hell is that?
I think that's more cinnamon.
Is that dessert? I don't know what that is.
I think macchiato's cinnamon. I
have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, who can afford a $5 coffee?
Not me.
Once in a while, I'll, do it, but holy shit.
Anyway. You get a pint of beer for $5.
Exactly. I'd rather go beer. Yeah, let's dive into this one. This beer really doesn't quite taste how it smells. As far as dark chocolate goes, I think it gets a little bit closer to what that is, but it's really lacking. I'm not going to say it's a drier style, but it's definitely not a sweeter style either. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the palate is not banging. It didn't bring it.
I think it did. I would call it dry. On the nose, I got a lot of sweetness. Tootsie Roll flavors, like I said, caramel, burnt sugar. None of that comes through. You get the bitterness of the chocolate, that unsweetened chocolate flavor. And maybe that's what they're saying with dark chocolate ale, I hope. It works for me. The beer itself is thin. Mouthfeel is thin, skim milkish. It's not horrible. But I've had other chocolate ales that brought the flavor up here, whereas this one's probably middle of the road.
Now, we've had some good beers lately, and getting back to maybe price point on this guy, I want to say $7-8 for a 6-pack. Not out of the question at all. If you're a chocolate lover, you want something that might be something that's chocolate oriented for a little bit warmer weather, perfect, go for it. It does the trick. I could drink a couple of these. It's not overwhelming. It's not super thick. I'm getting a little bit of that action in the mouth that's like disturbing my speech, obviously. But it's like
really salivating.
Yeah, it's making me salivate.
Salivate.
5.5% alcohol. It's fine. Not really getting too much alcohol on the palate at all. I don't know. I would just want something a little bit more flavorful here on the palate. The nose, amazing nose on this guy. I really enjoyed the nose. Palate kind of let me down a little bit. And like I said, I walked into this episode with a little bit lower expectation. I was hoping that this thing would, lift those expectations up a little bit, but it really didn't bring it to the table. I'm going to have to throw this one a 7.4.
That's a really good rating, I think. To kind of piggyback slightly and kind of go off to the right like I always do of what Bane was saying. The chocolate's there, and the more it sits, that vanilla definitely kind of steps up a little bit more and kind of fills your mouth a little bit more. What I would pair this with, or what this would be perfect with, let's say you're celebrating or whatever, got one of those like molten lava chocolate cakes or death by chocolate, or something really rich, sweet and decadent chocolate wise. I think this would clean up the back end of that a lot. Like I said, it's thin, so it's not going to be heavy on your palate. It'll help you get some of that chocolate down, and it's got a decent enough chocolate vanilla finish that it won't affect the dessert as much. I think it would actually lighten the load up a little bit. I mean, because having something that rich and thick and decadent can be a little palate overwhelming, if you will.
Sure.
I think this would help you clean that up a little bit. I don't know. But
yeah, I mean, it's not bad. There's a little bit of malts there, a little bit, not roasty toasty, but a little bit of chocolate malts going there. It's got a little bit of body, and I'm not going to change my score, 7.4, I believe I said.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. You gave it, I thought that was a really good score. Just having it on its own, and I didn't come in to it with as low of expectations as probably Bane did. Because, you know, I'd only had that one beer from Atwater, and that was a long time ago, I think. But this one here, I don't know. I'll give it a 6.
Okay.
6.5.
6.5. All right. We'll definitely check them out. Atwater Brewing. They're located out of Detroit, Michigan, Motor City. 5.5% alcohol by volume. You can get it here in Minnesota. I'm not quite sure what their distribution lines are. But look for them.
Yes. Also, I forgot you did say this is Detroit. Megatron, if you're watching, I would love to see you in a Vikings or a Niners jersey. I'm just going to throw that out there, man. Just throwing that out there. Holla at your boy. We'll catch you guys on the flip.